Though it might help to put the fancier stuff on display now that I have fancier stuff. And this is something to showcase. I don't believe there is a boss in this dungeon. There might be. I might be remembering wrong. But in most dungeons, every 5 floors has a boss. And yes, some dungeons have way more than 5 floors. I think it goes up by 5 for each dungeon, actually. So the next dungeon will have 10 floors. The next dungeon will have 15, and so on. Did I do it? I did, didn't I?
Yeah, that's it.
I did it. I've cleared the Hall of Trials. Oh, sweet mystery of life. Now you'll give me money. Way to go, Louie. I'm not doing that again. Recettear. This is all thanks to you guys. This is all well and good, but there's a treasure chest just ahead. We should just go open it. Unless it's a mimic. Tyr, you really do like going for the money, don't you? Well, I am a loan shark. I'm not greedy, totally. There's no need to treat me like a flying ball of greed. Hey now. I love me some treasure too. Don't worry, dear, I feel you on this. Really, you two completely misunderstand me. She looks so sad. Normally there'd be something guarding it, but this is the tutorial dungeon. So the contents of the chest? Ha! Give me just a second here. Hey, it's that card I needed. Wow, cards! Can we play solitaire? So this is an Adventurer's Guild card. Here, Recette, take one, like we promised. Oh yeah, okay. Well, you did promise to give us your card eventually. We are not so crass as to demand your very... Yes, we are, Tyr. We need him. He will do everything we need for minimum amounts of money. There's a great, image floating around the internet that sums up this game very well. It's like, this is Louis, and he will die for you. Love to find that sometime. We're not so good. You really should think about who you are. No, we need him. No, I want this. Recette, I beg you, please, take my very first card. Love to, thanks, Louie. Awesome! I can't wait to adventure with you two some more. Man, really now, young people. Oh, Tyr, you know you love it. You love the money. And there you have it. That's why there was no boss, because we didn't get an actual item from it. Hey, Tyr, what's this thing that just showed up? Ah, yes, that. That is commonly referred to as a what am I? A door of return, I mean. I don't know what the reference is there. Maybe it's like a very, very subtle reference to Disgaea with its Mr. Gentzy exits. But she was going to say like a go-home door or something. I don't know. If you enter that door, you can return to town in an instant. This one has appeared because we have cleared the dungeon. But they're often encountered during normal exploration. Yeah, there's also an escape door every 5 floors, too, I think, if you're not doing so well. Yep, every 5 levels. If we take this back to town when we're halfway in, don't we have to start at the beginning again? Oh yeah, there are also, like, checkpoints. I forgot about that. It's pretty useful. In fact, if you don't use a door, you do have to restart. Fandor should always use it. Almost always. If we need to rest or unload, then we should use the door. Remember though, returning home takes time. For maximum efficiency, I'm probably going to try to clear each dungeon in one session. That's not going to happen with the really long ones, especially since I'll run out of healing items and Louie will be like, "Oh, the pain, it burns!" But we'll try. We would have to rehire him or choose a new one. Yeah, plus you have to pay again every time, although Louie's like, you don't have money, no problem. I'll do your work for free, because I'm dumb. There is something specific in a dungeon that you desire, you can ignore the doors and press onward. I think we have to go home now, though. Yeah, the dungeon is over. Just to be sure, in the future, please try to avoid referring to this as going home, yes? Like, I don't know what the deal is with that. Is there like a copyright or something on that? I don't get it. Whatever. Recette doesn't get it either, so I don't feel so bad. If anyone knows that reference, let me know. I don't understand. How do you open the door? Like everything else, you attack it. Ta-da! It totally looks like it would, you know, be useless, but it's magical, so it's okay. Stuff, and it's 21 out of 20 because Louis unequipped one of the things that we gave him. That the slot was empty. So I think we have to toss one thing out here. And it's probably going to be one of these useless slime fluids. Powerful anti-venom might be worth trying to sell at this stage. Just because, I mean, it's still an ingredient, but it's worth 550. We don't need that slime fluid. Or maybe let me keep everything. I don't know. I'm not complaining. Exceeded expectations, even though we lost money, because, well, you have to buy stuff sometimes. It is okay. It counts all the spending we did as day one in this checklist thing. Score's not really important. The important thing is paying your bills, which I think they'll cover soon. Recette, may I have a moment, please? Sure, what's up? Concerning the debt, I have a suggestion. Give it to me now! Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be nice. Yeah, you can't give it all. Wholly beyond your... It's hilarious. You never even find out how much your dad owes, but because you see your monthly payments and they actually go up each week... Sorry, weekly payments. They go up each week. The last one is absurdly high, so I guess you can total it up at the end. I think it's somewhere around 1 million picks. Or 100,000, or some huge number. It's ridiculous. I don't know how your dad, you know, was in that much debt and then decided to run off and be a hero. Maybe it was all part of the plan. Maybe he really hates you. Smaller weekly payments. Holy beyond. You know, you never told me how big Papa's debt is exactly. That is because you would faint if you found out. For now, it's a secret. I'd faint? What have I gotten myself into? As the story begins to go, the scene will increase payment size. The first payment is 10,000, so it must be like 1 million total. It's a lot. The repayment date nearest to the current date, along with the amount due, will be displayed on the calendar. Yep. Check it regularly. So, by the end of this week, or maybe it gives you 1 bonus week. I'll have to look. I need 10,000 picks. That doesn't sound so bad, but it, like, almost doubles every time, so it'll be 20,000 next week, and then 40, and 80, and... Yeah. Yeah, you can't get complacent in the first couple of weeks. You want to have as much surplus money as possible, and don't ever stop. That's why I ended up having to do a New Game Plus thing, because I failed. And the Game Over screen is so sad looking. I'm sure that's on YouTube somewhere too, but it's just, it's reset in a cardboard box or something. It's awful. Anyway, I'm going to be right back, guys, momentarily. Okay, we are back. let's see. One other thing I think I'll randomly mention here is that you can, if you feel the need to... These are big ticket items, they're going up here. If you feel the need to, you can sell things back to the market or the merchant guild. But you generally want to avoid that because they'll rip you off just like you rip the public off. So, ooh, these have to go up here too. Whoops, not the hat, the boots. So, that's something to keep in mind. But for stuff like slime fluids, which are not worth trying to sell in your shop, you may as well take whatever little you can from, or, you know, if you're interested in the fusing thing, go for it. I may not showcase it in you know, my Let's Play, but you may as well sell these at the shop. You're not gonna get any... I mean, their base price is 100. Even if they rip you off, why do you care? That one might do it. Just this once. Just to show you that no one is gonna buy it. Things will stock on the screen for convenience, but it doesn't help you when you're in a dungeon. What do I have left that's... that thing can go? This isn't too bad. Those aren't going. You're worth 900. Maybe I'll sell you. 700? Now, because I only have these items up, that will mostly be what people are looking for, so I may not sell the food on this run, but I can shift things around later for the next cycle. I think I'm down to the bottom of the barrel here anyway. Didn't pick up that much stuff. Focus staff. I guess the worn sword is the best item I have now, because apples are worth holding on. It's always better to not have to buy your healing items. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully we'll get more than one customer this time. It's Louie! Dang it! This is why he never has money, people. This is why. He immediately goes and spends it on useless things like food. I was hoping he'd buy one of the swords. You know what, though? This is about all the haggling you can do with him. It's like 100... I'll even be nicer. 104%. Just bonus! That means you nailed what he wanted, exactly. And you saw how much the merchant level went up. We're off to a good start. We're off to a great start. Little girls are like Louie. They don't have much money to play around with because, you know, they don't look any older than you are. So it's good to be nice to them. We'll try 105. 105. Near pin, nice. And see how just combo was +4 that time? That doubles every time up to like 128 or something, but it resets at the end of the time block. So if you have a lot of customers, that adds up fast. Okay, fine, you're gonna buy the long sword. Now, these guys actually have a decent amount of money, so we'll try 108%. Yep, ear pin. And this honestly comes from practice. You have no way of knowing this stuff. You just have to ignore Tyr's advice, because haggling does not give you the just bonus, or the chain bonus, or whatever it's called. You don't get the huge bonus that doubles every person if you haggle at all, even if they accept. And of course, if they go away, you know, forget about it. So, it's not worth haggling. See, that time I didn't get the just bonus, or the near pin, even though I got it on the other guy. That just proves to you that it is random. See, that's a pretty good amount of money for one sale. Now we're level 2, which means they'll sell us stuff. Basic understanding of how to sell things, and not drive them to burn the shop in anger. Hey, I'm doing a good job, Tyr. Shut up. Yepperoni! See his pie. If that was more than selling things, there are times when people want to sell items to you as well. Really? We can get such offers soon, but I already buy stuff from the guild in the market, so why should I worry about buying stuff from the customers? There's one major difference. You can screw them over by paying nothing. Well, very little. Individuals do not have set prices. You can haggle as you do and set haggle down, that is. Stuff really cheap. Seems like it'd be pretty hard. Fundamentally, buying and selling are not the difference. A customer shows you an item they wish to sell, and then you set a price, perhaps negotiate. Obviously, you wish to pay less than the base price of the item. So dear, right? So it's very core of a successful business. And shall we practice? Kyle! Would you buy this from me? It's price lower than the base, so I think press down. Come on, me, you can do this. She thinks the powers of her mind control the controller, but that's not how it works. Now, I don't know if the game will tell you this, but it's much easier to pull highway robbery on this, like I mentioned earlier. 50% is a good starting point. Maybe 55 if you're feeling generous. That'll work on almost everyone except maybe the little girl. Even then, she's pretty flexible. I don't think you have to go above 60. So you get pretty good deals on this stuff, because like I said, JRPG convention, they don't expect to get much money for what they bring you. They know they're going to get ripped off. Good price level. Practice haggling over pricing. Essentially the same as selling something. Offer a price you believe to be fair, adjust your offer and they'll agree to sell to you. I think it was worth a lot. Let's try 700. Between 50 and 70% of the base is a good time. And you do get treasures from them sometimes. It's unfortunate, because they will often end up trying to sell you unthankful statues. And the problem is if you try to refuse, which is pretty easy by taking your offer to 1 pix, that breaks your just bonus. So you have to buy the stuff from them if you want to level up at any particular rate. It's unfortunate. And more forced tutorial stuff. We get the idea. Baked yam. I love it when someone comes in with a food item and they're like, when my grandma was ill, she said to sell this if I ever came on hard times, and it's something like a yam or a loaf of bread. I'm like, wow, that's not a family heirloom. This game doesn't take itself seriously. Now, it might be a little more than 50% you're supposed to do on this one. This one will take more experimentation than the 108 that I memorized. But, that wasn't bad for one cycle. We made like 3,000, right? So... I think it's worth trying to acquire more goods through dungeoning again. We're not doing too bad. We have 5 more days to get 7,000 more money, and we have a tougher dungeon available now, I think. So, let's give that a shot. Louis can take care of himself.